artificial intelligence. It's a term we've all heard, and it feels like it's straight out of a science fiction film. From AI assistants like Siri and Alexa to more advanced models like ChatGPT, AI has already become a part of our daily lives. But hold on, this isn't just about cool gadgets or helpful apps. This goes much, much deeper. Today, we're going to talk about something big, the ethics of artificial intelligence. We're talking about the kind of AI that can think, reason, and even make decisions, just like us. Now, doesn't that sound exciting and just a little bit terrifying? Imagine a future where machines don't just follow instructions, but have an intellect that rivals or even surpasses humans. This is the dream of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and it's not as far off as you might think. Experts predict that AGI could be a reality within the next decade. So the real question isn't if this will happen, it's when. But here's where it gets interesting. Once we have these super intelligent machines, what do we do with them? Should an AGI be given free rein to make decisions? How do we stop it from going rogue? These are the ethical questions we'll explore today. But first, let's take a step back. Why are we so obsessed with developing AI? What's the big deal? Well, AI is already transforming industries, from diagnosing diseases to predicting stock market trends. Take healthcare, for example. AI can scan medical images, like CT scans, and detect cancerous cells faster and more accurately than doctors. One study showed that AI could predict lung cancer with an 87% accuracy rate. Just imagine millions of lives saved because of a machine's ability to think. And the creativity AI brings to the table is mind-blowing. Picture this: you in your garden, playing around with a toy gun, and you record a basic video, just you, your shed, and your imagination. But here's the fun part. With AI, that simple video could become something straight out of a movie. AI could transform your footage into a puppet animation, or turn you into a soldier in the middle of a futuristic war zone. You could be battling in a post-apocalyptic future, complete with high-tech armor, all from a simple backyard video. The possibilities are endless. But here's where it gets a bit eerie. How do we know what's real anymore? If AI can take something as ordinary as your garden video and turn it into a Hollywood-level production, it's no longer about what you can film, but what you can imagine. With these capabilities, we step into a world where fake and real blend together seamlessly. This opens up a whole new can of worms when it comes to truth, trust, and yes, even job loss. So, let's get real for a moment. The most talked about issue with AI is job loss. Will AI take over our jobs? Well, probably. But it's not all doom and gloom. History shows us that technological advances create new types of jobs, just as old ones disappear. Think about the Industrial Revolution. People were terrified that machines would replace all their jobs in factories, and yes, some jobs were lost. But that shift also created new roles and industries we couldn't have imagined. AI is doing something similar. It will automate repetitive tasks, like data entry, basic customer service, and even driving, but it's also creating opportunities for entirely new jobs. Jobs that require creativity, problem-solving, and human empathy, the things AI just can't do. For example, developers of AI systems are in huge demand, and so are the people who work in fields that require uniquely human skills, like healthcare and education. So, while AI may replace some roles, it's also opening the door to new possibilities. But what about the jobs that are lost? What happens to the people who are displaced? And how do we, as a society, manage this transition? These are the big ethical questions. And there's no clear answer just yet. Now let's get back to that video of me in the garden. Just me messing around, having a little fun in the rain. But with AI, that clip could turn into a blockbuster action scene, so realistic that no one could tell it's fake. But this brings up a pretty serious question. So what happens when we can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not? AI is already being used to create deepfakes, which are hyper-realistic fake videos that can make people say or do things they never actually said or did. Imagine watching a news report where a world leader gives a speech, except they never actually gave that speech. It was all AI. We're entering a world where the line between truth and fiction becomes dangerously blurry. So some of you know my voice. Is this even me speaking? Are you even hearing my actual voice? With AI, I can speak in Spanish. Soy yo hablando en español? In Japanese? あるいは私がドイツ語で話している. What about in Vietnamese? Tôi có thực sự đang nói chuyện với bạn không? It's great for accessibility, but this has massive implications, not just for jobs, but for trust in society. How do we know what's real? How do we make decisions when we can't even trust the information in front of us? This is one of the biggest ethical challenges AI presents. If we lose our ability to distinguish fact from fiction, who's in control? Now, let's talk about responsibility. AI is making decisions that could have life and death consequences. Imagine you're in a self-driving car, cruising along when suddenly a child runs into the street. The car has to decide, does it swerve and risk hitting pedestrians on the sidewalk, or does it hit the child? Someone will be hurt, no matter what the car decides. But here's the real question, who's responsible for that decision? Is it the AI, the programmers who built it, or maybe you, for using the car in the first place? These kinds of dilemmas are at the heart of the AI ethics debate. When AI makes decisions for us, we lose control over the outcomes, and assigning blame becomes a moral grey area. But the challenges don't stop there. One of the biggest concerns with AI is bias. AI is trained on data provided by humans, and humans are biased. If an AI is trained on biased information, it will make biased decisions. This has already happened in predictive policing systems, where AI has been used to predict where crimes are likely to happen. But if the data is skewed by racial profiling or socioeconomic inequality, the AI will just reflect those biases back at us. It's like a feedback loop of injustice. Scary. Then there's privacy. AI is being used to track our every move, whether we know it or not. Imagine a world where AI systems are watching you 24/7, predicting your behavior, tracking your conversations, and even analyzing your facial expressions. This might sound like something out of George Orwell's 1984, but with AI, it's becoming a reality. Governments could use AI for surveillance, controlling every aspect of our lives. Yes, it could help stop crimes before they happen, but at what cost? Are we willing to give up our privacy for safety? And now, let's talk about the big one, Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. AGI isn't just smart, it's self-aware. It can think, reason, and even manipulate human emotions. Imagine a machine that can outthink you, outplan you, and, well, outsmart you at every turn. It could become the most powerful entity on Earth. But here's the catch, could we control it? Once AI reaches this AGI level, we reach something called singularity. This is where AI becomes so advanced that it starts improving itself without human intervention. It could create better AI, fix its own mistakes, and eventually would be cut out of the loop entirely. AGI could be our greatest ally, or it could decide we're no longer necessary. Alright, before we all start panicking, let's talk solutions. There are ways to manage these risks. For starters, we could establish universal laws for AI. You've probably heard of Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. AI should never harm humans, must follow orders unless they cause harm, and should protect itself as long as it doesn't break the other 2 rules. While that's a great start, real-world AI is a lot messier than Asimov's stories. Ethics is complicated, and what one person sees as right might not be the same for someone else. Another option is to create systems of informed consent, like in healthcare. Before AI makes a big decision, say, about your finances, health, or even who to hire, you get to approve or veto its choices. That way, we stay in control while still benefiting from AI's incredible power. So, what's the takeaway here? AI is an incredible tool with the power to transform the world in ways we've only imagined. From healthcare to education, AI has the potential to improve lives, solve problems, and push humanity forward in ways previously unimaginable. But as with any powerful technology, it comes with profound responsibility. If we don't set ethical boundaries and establish clear regulations now, we risk a future where AI doesn't just assist us, it controls us. Decisions about our lives, safety, and privacy could be made by algorithms that don't understand human values or emotions. This could lead to a world where human choice is minimized and AI-driven systems dictate outcomes without our consent. On the other hand, if we take the right steps, AI could be the greatest tool humanity has ever created, augmenting our intelligence, solving complex global challenges, and enhancing our creativity. The choice is ours. We can shape AI to serve us, or let it evolve unchecked. The future of AI is exciting, but it's also up to us to ensure that it's a future where we remain in control. In the end, AI is a reflection of us, our values, our aspirations, and our responsibilities. The real challenge is not whether AI will surpass us in intelligence, but whether we can ensure it works for the betterment of all humanity. Let's make sure the future we build is one where technology empowers us, not limits us. The future is in our hands. Let's work together and shape it wisely.